Recording has begun. A new day upon us. We are in super late game, and something amazing happened yesterday that hasn't happened in one of my games in a very long time. We were able to go for the darkness meme. And if you're saying to yourself, Adam, what is darkness? What does that mean? Well, kind viewer, darkness gives us 25% accuracy and some other stuff, but 25% accuracy if we're fighting in the dark. But Adam, what about the sunlight, you might say? Thank you for asking. No one that asked. We have a sunblocker, an off-map sunblocker, where the sunblocker is blocked always off-map, and so it is always dark. It is always dark. So we, as long as we're in this circle, that's not a circle, Adam. As long as they're in this hexagon, we have plus 25% accuracy. It is absolutely nuts. There we go. Thank you. Someone now got someone playing along. But anyway, it is really nuts. Our accuracy is just stupid good. We are so strong. It's ridiculous. Now there was right before I hit record, I had mentioned that there was a hot fix last night at like 1 or early this morning at like 1:50 a.m. Two major things to this hot fix. What I'm happy about, what I'm not. First one. Boss mechs are now going to be more resistant to EMP grenades. More resistant. So they'll still get stunned, but not for as long, and they're going to adapt a little faster. Will that matter? That because we can still stun them initially? We'll see. We'll see. So that's the first one. That one's good. I like that. I like the bosses being a little bit harder. That's my fault, probably. Yeah, they're more resistant. We'll have to see how much.
Your steadfast
now,
loyalty is
there's another change. It's really interesting because I talked about both of these things in the last few streams, right?
Our modest fellowship
the other thing that is changed that I actually don't like at all, you know, the little Mechanitors and how I was like, Mechanitors are a little high in wealth, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They're high in wealth, but they're pretty good. Well, they have nerfed the Mechanitors' damage and their fire rate. So just their raw damage has been nerfed and their fire rate. So Mechanitors have been made quite a bit weaker. Now, I think this hotfix is just still on the unstable branch. I can't remember if they pushed it out live. But I was just talking about, literally yesterday and the day before, they, they fixed some exploits and stuff too. Anyway, people were asking, they're like, Adam, which combat mechs do you prefer? Which ones do you like? And my answer a lot of times is like, well, you know what? I really like the Mechaniter because they fall down really quick. But they're actually pretty strong, and they make great meat shields, and they can actually put out decent damage, even though if they get hit, they're going down. And so I kept recommending Mechaniter to people as a nice, cheap swarm unit that works really well in conjunction with your army. And nerf.
Come, steal yourself.
Wait, I think we're the 6 months.
Building an army.
Form. I'm gonna go Formidon. Thank you for the Switch Prime. Thank you for using that here. Ray, thank you for the 100 bits, and oof. 5 gift subs. Thank you. Very much appreciated. It's my fault times 2. So I'm not sure if it's on live or on the beta branch or whatever, but it is a thing. And yeah, people were talking about it in the Discord earlier. Man, the Discord has been popping off lately. Thank you guys for joining the Discord. It is free to join. It's not like a sub-only Discord like some. And it is very active, and holy crap, the RimWorld channel has been flowing. I can't even keep up. So thank you guys for joining the Discord and chatting in there and keeping it active. And I do try to keep up on it. Jinri, thank you for the 5 gift subs also. Thank you, Jinri. Also very much appreciated. And I nailed it. Formidon, thank you again. Thank you, Jinri. Vanilla extended makes your pawns not attack on their own. Yeah, there is people were talking about that bug yesterday as well. Miss Bat Attack, welcome back. Cry, welcome back. Thanks, Adam, for nerfing Mechanitors and buffing mech bosses. Yeah, we'll summon a mech boss, and we'll see if it's already in the live game. So I think they were 45% resistant, so we need 9 hours. Fried potato. Thank you for the 10 gift subs. Thank you, Potato. Also very much appreciated. Much love to that Potato. I find myself saying that a lot in life. Metallo, welcome in. It's only a matter of time. I thought actually that they should not have their damage buff, but I actually thought they were already worth too much wealth. So with this change, I definitely think they should at least lower the wealth on them. But Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they do right now. So a lot of people on YouTube comments have been asking me to make some guides for the expansion, and I do have some planned, and Smurf has been working on some as well. But the thing about it is, there are things coming out so quick, like hot fixes literally like every day, that I'm worried that we're gonna make one and then it's gonna drastically change like literally the next day. So 71st Diabolus, and it took a long time for it to drop. 10 minutes. That's actually crazy, yeah. What was the change? They made the boss mechs more resistant to EMPs, and they made Militors a lot weaker. Actual good-looking settlement. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. This looks like an excellent thing. Excellent settlement to me. This is glorious. It's glorious. Turek, thank you for being here. Excuse me. Oh, I didn't mention this since I started the recording, but I'm feeling a little bit worse today. I've been kind of sick the last few days. I took some medicine right before the stream, but my throat and chest are a little tighter than yesterday. Does the cheating kill box still work? Yes, I built it specifically because people were telling me it doesn't work. It still works. People were just building it wrong. It works. It works even against the mech bosses. So anyway, if I'm not talking as much today, or I sound a little bit different, that's why. And I took some super gross tasting medicine right before the stream, so hopefully that helps. Let's go ahead. Merc, welcome in. Karma, welcome in. Any issues with raids not spawning even after like 2 years since 1.4? No, but Randy is that way in general. Randy was that way even before 1.4. So if you're playing against Randy, and you're not using mods that could maybe be screwing with it, then it's probably just normal. Same building for death rest multiple times. Nice. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Thank you for testing that. It throws so many people off because of how arty. Yeah, I know. A lot of people come in and is like, what's with all the random colors? It's modern art. Come on. Can't help it. You don't have any taste. Is there a good tasting medicine? They're like little kids' medicines are, but they're not. They're like not potent. And then there's medicines that just don't really have a taste. But this one is annoying because it's Dayquil, right? It's Dayquil, but it's a new flavor, and it's like, we've now made it taste like honey. You have to take more of it because it's diluted, but it now tastes like honey, so it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste like honey. It's not like the honey is taking away the flavor of the medicine. It's the medicine is perverting the honey, so it tastes like some kind of nasty, rotten honey. It's like, all right, well, oh well, I guess. It's very nice floor. Thanks. Thanks. What's something specific you do for that biome to improve your odds? Oh, the Boreal Forest. I actually just did a full back to vanilla playthrough of Boreal Forest. The main thing with Boreal Forest is that you are going to have to hunt during the first winters. So I overproduce rice in the beginning for the winter, and then I hunt a lot during the winter. And one thing I do is I will set all the non-aggressive animals to be hunted, right? So all the non-aggressive animals I will set to hunt, and then I will make a freezer that's just a room that's not being kept warm because, you know, it's going to freeze during the winter anyway. And then what I like to do is I like to put like 1 square of rice or something like that right outside in my walls, though. Some kind of food, rice or whatever, berries, it doesn't matter. A simple meal, and all the animals on the map will eventually start coming towards it, and I just hunt them as they come in the base. So that's one trick to cold maps like Boreal Forest to survive, especially the early cold seasons, is bring the animals to you instead of spending a lot of time going out to them. So you can bait animals in. You can have a little shed with a piece of food in there. You can even have it on a shelf or whatever, and animals will come to you instead of you having to go out, especially while it's cold. Go out while it's really cold and risk frostbite and all of that. So baiting animals to your base on cold maps like that is very good. So that's one piece of advice I would give. I'm not making vests. So here's the thing. I thought I had set up vests like on episode 5 of this, like I usually do when I set all the clothing up. And then I was talking and everything and got sidetracked, and I literally forgot to finish setting it up. And so now I'm just making marine armor. So this is the first playthrough where I haven't done flak vests. I should just go ahead and do flak vests in the meantime, just because they're fast to pump out. But yeah, I was so occupied with chat booming, you know, I'm not used to so many people being here, that while I was setting this up, I stopped and I went to do something else. And when I came back, it was like, but yeah, it was you know, it was difficult because there was like almost 3,000 people in the chat and it was just going nonstop and I was trying to answer everything and it's just impossible, but all right. Good job, X. It's gonna be a while before we get marine armor on anyone or everyone anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. We'll do 20 normal. So right now, basically what we're waiting on is steel. We are out of steel. To be quite frank, we're just out. And so we are mining steel. Where are all of our drills? So we're drilling for 4 plots of steel, 2 plots of oh, we finished the golds. Okay. So let me bring these down. I would actually love to get another deep drill miner, and I very specifically say deep drill miner because the mechs that you can get that mine don't mine from the deep drill, unfortunately. Chasm, thank you for the 4 months. And Girdle, Potato Girdle, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Thank you for using that here. Let's go ahead. Shodan, Ozzy, Wega, Orish, Echo, welcome in. What roles or skills do you have or to look for in your starting ponds? I have a guide, yeah. I actually have a guide, Miss Bad Attack, with timestamps that goes over each scenario and tells you what I personally like rolling for each of the ponds. I think, let me see. There it is. There it is. Look at that. I knew the command right off the bat. There's a link to it. So that like I said, has timestamps. So if you're interested in like, all right, what I look for in a tribal, you can just click tribal. But if you do end up checking that out and you have any questions after that, just let me know. But yeah, I did make a guide specifically because that was asked. It hasn't been asked a lot in a while, but it used to be asked a whole lot. Is like, what do you choose for each scenario? So, Gunmetal, welcome in. Minoc, thank you, Minoc. Send a mech to another map without the control person. You cannot get any steel to further expand. It's a good way to get steel. Just focus on raids or produce goods to trade. So, the thing I always tell people. My 3 most important researches: deep drilling, ground penetrating scanner, and fabrication. If you get a ground penetrating scanner and you build them before your map is completely devoid of steel and components, you will have infinite steel. So let's take a look at this. Right here we have, you know, a couple thousand steel right in our base. Right here we have a couple thousand more steel. Look at all these. Look at this. There's literally. There's probably 100 more than that. Probably there's more than 100,000 plots of steel already, and that's with only 3 scanners running for like a year or so. So I highly recommend you getting to the scanner and deep drills. So you can just drill this. So the scanners just produce ore forever. Now, if you've gotten to the stage to where you don't have any steel or components on your map, and you haven't yet made it to ground penetrating scanner or deep drilling, and you need steel anyway, make sure you're setting up smelting rules for things you don't need. Weapons you're not going to use, armor that's tattered or, you know, tainted, bio-coated weapons, steel chunks on the map, slag chunks. So make sure you're setting that up to get some steel as well. And if you still don't have enough from that and mech raids and things like that, then yes, you can caravan to trade. Or you can caravan, settle another map, mine it, and bring steel home. You can literally go mine or settle another colony. You can have up to 5 colonies in the game without a mod. You can have 5 concurrent colonies. So you can go set up temporarily somewhere else, mine a bit, and bring it home until you can get those very important like researches and you know, self-producing steel type thing. So Deadshot, Ambi, welcome in. Can't make cheated god pawns. Sad. You're starting a new game. They actually technically can spawn on each other. The only reason I know that is because we did a tiny map challenge. We did a tiny map challenge. They might have changed it since then. This was back in 1.1, where the entire map was 50 by 50. So the entire map was like this, and we had ground penetrating scatter. And they would overlap, but I think it tries not to anyway. And they might have fixed it all together, but it was pretty nuts when we were. That run's actually up on YouTube also. Exclamation tiny. Exclamation tiny. Screw it. We'll dry those out. Might as well. Probably put mushrooms there. Probably become a tunneler someday. Still waiting for the reboot. I know it was on the to-do list before biotech was announced, but it's on the back burner now. On the back burner for a little bit. Sensory mechanites, that can be a good thing. Especially because, you know, we already have really good mood. Brunard got it. Look at that. That's actually pretty good for us. 150% sight, 140% manipulation on our genie crafter. It's too easy to keep kids max on growth tier right now. Yeah, it is. It's pretty easy. Yeah. Yeah, all of our kids have turned into god pawns because it's not very difficult. For sure. All right, Surreal, we gotta. They're gonna end up dying of psychosis. If the psychosis reaches maximum level, they will die. And we're gonna try to turn them into a vampire, but we don't have. Hang on, does the baby? Oh, the baby's genes are regrowing in 1.1 year. What about our other vampire here? 42 days. So if they can survive 42 days, we'll turn them into one. How did the trick-or-treating go yesterday? It was so crowded. It was kind of ridiculous. It took a lot longer than it should have for how few, like, trunks that we treated. Let's call it that. But it went fine, yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining. Obviously, my daughter got to do trick-or-treating stuff safely and got free candy and stuff. Holy crap, there were so many people. I don't think they realized just how many people were going to be there. It was insane. We got there early and it was already just absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. All right. Let's see here. Get this one renamed. Scrap. So I want to try out the Scyther blender that we were talking about. It is going to be very exploitive. But I would like to give it a try today. Let's see. We're missing a standard subcore.
Our modest fellowship
standard
expands.
Subcore.
Praise the sub.
Those are from scanning a brain that doesn't kill people. Haven't done that in a while. It's this one, right? Yeah, there we go. Sanguine Reunion. Oh, and also, isn't he in permanent death rest? Because he doesn't have lungs. Yeah, I need to give him lungs sometime. I keep forgetting to do that. Because I put my trunk, none. Build bases for looks or just efficiency. I hardly ever build for looks, but I like the look of efficient bases in general. I have some guides out where the bases are built for looks, but yeah. Aldorum, Goat, welcome in. Ghostly, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. Jorgy, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Can use that here. Does he have Jesus to take? Yeah, he's a Sanguophage. Yeah, he's in permanent death rest until we give him a lung. A Sanguophage named Greyhound is looking for a safe place to meet with 4 other Sanguophage where they won't be tracked. Their leader, Greyhound, is asking for a host. If you accept, 5 will arrive. If you betray them and attack them, down Sanguophages can be forced to turn one of your own colonists into a Sanguophage. All right, let's do it. If you have a full Sanguophage colony, the run will never end. No, they can still die. If their brain gets destroyed, they're dead. Build everyone a 10 by 15 bedroom. Yeah, all right. Well, the entire map would be a bedroom. Let's go on wider. Go back. Typically watch on YouTube. Yeah, thank you for watching over there. I appreciate it. The entire map would be a bedroom. Sanguophage has arrived. I've gotten some rewards from the Sanguophage quest, yeah. We had one bug out, but we had vampire hunters come after them. I haven't had that happen yet. People were talking about that in the Discord. Just in case, we're going to keep everyone in the walls during this. Might kidnap a few of those. You still haven't seen a single Sanguophage quest in 6 years. I seem to get about one a year. I've currently got an 11 by 160 bedroom for all my colonists. Yeah, there we go. All one of them? Oh, jeez. Where's your bed? I don't know. Lohimogen, yeah. Is there a trick to minimizing this event by doing power conduit a special way? No, there is not. So this event can happen as soon as you have any power conduit. Literally any power conduit. Doesn't matter how many of them you have. Doesn't matter how many batteries you have. The event itself can only happen when you have a power conduit. That is the start of it, right? So that's the start. Now, if you have batteries, it will expend all that charge when you do have the event. So if you have the event on the line where the battery is hooked up, it'll expel all the built up energy. So does the I've never had, that's a good question. I don't know if a dead wire, let's say you have no conduit and you just have a dead wire out in the middle of nowhere. I doubt that one's going to cause it, but I've never actually tested it. I assume it probably doesn't, but who knows with RimWorld. But yeah, that's all it is to the event. Like, have less built up battery on your main grid is the only way. Now, if you don't want it to happen at all, you can literally just have no power conduits. If you have a very small tight base, you can have things that are actually just hooked directly to their power source, or you can literally use batteries to bridge the gap, almost like conduits. It's kind of drastic to do, but you can do that. If you have no conduits, you won't have the that specific event. I think I'm gonna kidnap some of these. How to maintain food? Low on food, even though you have like 7 or 8 colonists. Plant roughly 20 of each crop. If you're on a year-long growing area, plant 20 of each crop for each colonist. And feed them simple meals, not fine or lavish, and you should have enough food. What are the Tesla lamps? Those are mech boosters. They increase the speed and work speed and movement speed of our mechs that are within the radius. No power conduits is easier now. The toxic generators too. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you can just have them strategically around your base, even with a big barracks like this. Just have your things that use power near the edge. Well, that could be a different problem, yeah. If you didn't have the problem before and you're having it now, it could be a gene issue, yeah. People with certain genes are gonna need a lot more food. Let's go and pop some. Graph, welcome in. Band, Alina, welcome in. Nyla, good to see you. But how big's the range on them? It's pretty decent actually. They're not huge, but it's like it's like a trade beacon. Pretty much like a trade beacon. Might be identical to a trade beacon, actually. Oh, what? I've never seen that. He offered to just join. Yeah. That's kind of cool. Let's check him out. We just had vampires choose to join. 19 burning passion intellect. Hard worker, fast learner, capable interest. Yeah, screw it. We'll keep him and we'll implant his gene to save who was it? Surreal. Alright, nice. I didn't even know that they could auto join like that. I was ready to kidnap him. I was gonna kidnap one, so I mean I still could get one, but I'm gonna need some more coffins now. Alright, Twitch API. You've been working all week. There we go. Someone else. Okay. All right, we'll get 2 of those built, and let's change this up. We're gonna need to convert them. So maybe, let's see. Convert on someone else. Assign them to punch things. Oh, we'll just put people on herbal medicine for now. That's fine. Upset by the attempt, but certainty fell to 28%. Nice. Let's see. Convert 57% because of sky high expectations. All right, we're gonna try it anyway. Oh, they also made it so babies or toddlers can do more jobs. That was another part of the hotfix. So toddlers are able to do more jobs now. So apparently the developers looked at the game. They were like, you know what? There's not enough child labor. Let's increase the level of child labor that we're allowing people to do. Do vampires hate sun lamps? It doesn't appear so. And well, there is a gene. Hang on, let me check. There is a gene for that. Yeah. There's a UV gene. I don't know that they all have it by default. They have mild UV sensitivity, yeah. So sunlight sensitivity, they get a -6 mood and they move at 90% speed, yeah. Heavy lifting toddlers. If you extract from the vampire, do you get architect ones? I haven't actually managed to extract from the vampire yet, so we do have an extractor set up, so we can try that with him. When was the game patch? Are you talking about the one I was talking about earlier? That was at like 1:50 a.m. I don't even know if it's on the live version yet, or if it's just on the test or the test server or whatever you want to call it. Beta branch, unstable branch, effective. But yeah, it was very early. We already nice. He's already recruited and converted. Very, very nice. Very nice. All right, we'll give experiment tier 2 sidecasting. Yeah, there's the quest reward. Yep. Toddlers never skip leg day. 3 vampires haven't had a single architect one. You've done 20 extractions. Gotcha. All right, so what do we get? Water skip. That's actually kind of thematic on the vampire. Since he's afraid of fire, you know? You know? All right, we're gonna get this sub core so we can get another new Scyther. We're gonna try out a Scyther exploit today. Mine Gene, can't you get free slave that never tries to escape? Yeah, I think so. Which killbox? I'm just using this for everything other than breachers, of course. The reason I built this is because so many people were saying it doesn't work anymore. They're like, you didn't build that because it no longer works? I was like, yes, it works. It's just too overpowered. So I built it to show that it still works, and it even works against boss mechs. So you can use either one against everything. I've just been using the normal one. Seems kind of easy to manage. So yeah, no worries. It's just like anything. If you can deal with a mood hit, the movement hit isn't super bad unless you're like trying to be out kiting stuff, obviously. But yeah, it's not too bad if you can deal with the mood hit, which is just -6. All right, so Surreal. What? Their genes are... Oh, did you give someone your genes during that? Theirs is going for 37 days. Okay. So we're going to have to wait. Gonna have to wait. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. So hopefully Surreal doesn't die in the meantime. But yeah, I want to try out doing this cheese with Scythers, see if it works as well as I think it will. And if it does, we're not going to keep using it, but it'll be interesting. It's very easy to manage on a sunblocker tile, yeah. Oh, someone asked what the sunblocker was a quest, but it can be an event as well, yeah. Ours was a quest. Oh, you can actually reinstall those. That's nice. That's a nice one. Still wonder if that'll pass through a wall and if it affects combat. Let's find out. It's blending time. What does giving your genes to someone actually do? That one is a specific vampire thing. So that one turns them into a Sanguophage, basically turns them into a vampire. But then you have to wait for that pawn's genes to regrow, which takes about 2 years before you can do it again for the Sanguophage specific. Cryo sleep him. Yeah, I might end up having to do that. I'm going to keep an eye on it and see what the percentage gets to, and we'll go from there. We'll see. Doing this to stop all these friggin' animals. More logic gates. Yeah, that would be nice. There's Surreal having to break down. Oh, they're gonna... Yeah, get your smoke leaf. Get that right in all those rot stink gases. Nice. Nice, excellent. Diabolus, I need your expertise. And alpaca. Who's around? All right, there's a steel door there. Rain already. Come on, Randy. I want this fire. Don't you understand? Don't you understand, Randy? Oh god, there's a chip there. I was about to annihilate. That's another thing that the hotfix change is chips no longer burn. So I guess we could test right now if that's hotfix is already going or not. I'm not going to though. Why is a baby vampire blinking red? Because he's in death rest. He's in death rest. Alright, I'll get rid of quite a bit of that. Hopefully we don't get any of that stink. Stink. Actually, we'll just build it there. That's fine. That's fine. Non-burning chips is nice. You had 2 burn on you. Yeah, so that's a nice change. I like that one. It's funny because I was just talking about that one like yesterday also. I mean, obviously it's things like that are happening to not just me, but it is interesting. Interesting to see. We're gonna need to get some more blocks sometime. A while since we needed more blocks, but we are going to very soon. Okay. Such a weird concept to you. Yeah. Some playthrough of a RimWorld game to inspire a full-length novel or series. Vampires still need food? They do, yeah. They do. They will still eat. They need blood, but the blood is for their skills, basically. Masterwork assault rifle. Nice. That's what we need. More firepower. Last time when we were just gunning down 100 tribals with instant headshots on all of them, I was thinking, you know what? We don't have enough damage potential. How much power am I currently using? I have no idea. A lot. Let's go on bees. Demos, welcome in. Howitzer. Fluorescent pickle. 2 pickles back to back. Look at that. Interesting pickles and fluorescent pickle. What are the odds? What are the odds? DT, welcome in. Johnny Tight Lips, thank you for being here. A tangy twist. Got a GM max crafting and trauma savant. Wow. Nice. Clamps. Clamps. We had to try out cleaning mech. Go, mech. Clean. Clean. I haven't seen Trauma Savant since 1.4. Maybe we haven't gotten shot at all that much, honestly. Because our mechs are usually in the front line, and they take most of the shots for us. Spawn in with it. You got really started with it. Best crafter you've ever had. Yeah, that is pretty good. Very good. Very good. 6 components. We'll grab that. Smoke leaf resistant. Slow learning. That's kind of tempting. Kind of tempting. I'm not gonna do it though. You have arrived. Australian with a ruined sleep schedule. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Thank you for being here, Tim. Permanent incapacitated vampire in front of your main door because he was down after blood loss. Now he is wiggling on the ground for like several quadrants because he's extremely malnourished. Yeah, it is interesting that you can do stuff like that now. I need to test and see if there's any kind of exploitative behavior we can take advantage of. Bad genes to just save on food. Yeah, some of them aren't too bad either. Like, it's just the trade-off is pretty, like, if you have someone that's never going to do social or something and you give them the like extremely bad at social, who cares? That's just saving you food, right? So there's gonna be a lot of ones like that for sure. Wondering how downbound you're going to be for Transcubus run. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I'm using. Whole lot though, especially with the sun lamps. Can you feed a prisoner into the rip scanner? Yes, yeah, we've done that. Yep. Scanning sickness. How long is scanning sickness? I don't remember. Don't know. I'm just gonna grab everyone. Oh my god, there's so many things in our bar these days. Mortar baby, do 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 do. That's how the song goes. Mortar babies. Let's see. Mech's back to work. Man, our damage is stupid. Stupid damage. Let's see. Maestro. How about Igor? Igor, go ahead and kill that here. Wow. From off screen. Bam. Any other varmints in here eating our food? Mortar baby can have arms. We have arms waiting on them, but they're not going to get them until they survive to adulthood. If mortar baby survives to when mortar baby survives to adulthood, then they can get arm privileges, you know? Until then, they're just going to have to deal with it. Adam, that's terrible. Welcome to the stream. They're saying the stream's terrible. No, I'm not saying the stream's terrible. Is there a convenient list of the commands and links you can review? I don't want to ask questions. I have most of them update on the website. If you go to adamversuseverything.com, there's a section at the top that says commands, bot commands, or you can type !commands in here and it'll link you to them. But yeah, I have most of them in there. There's a lot, but most of them are in there. I think there's a few new ones that I haven't added yet. No kid-sized prosthetics, unplayable. They grow with the children, just like how all clothing is one size fits all. Prosthetics are one size fits all. Well, I mean, there is kid clothing now, though, so. Kameho, thank you for the 13 months. It's a baker's dozen. It's almost a full calendar year. Thank you, Mayo. Very much appreciated.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty
thank you for the 9 months. Thank you also.
Appreciated.
Mortar baby still kicking. Yeah, but not punching, because Mortar baby has no arms. Adam, that's terrible. But it's true. I gotta get rid of all these. The Cobra baby on your run. A Cobra bit off his right hand and another Cobra bit off his left leg. Ouch. Conversion. Nice.
Our modest fellowship expands.
No, don't kill him. Don't kill him.
Praise the sub.
Oh, jeez. No. No, guys, don't do it. Punching the robot, but don't kill him. Guys, no. Okay. Oh my god, the entire place has become a prison. Someone remake that stupid door. I don't remember who all the couples were. I know I was one of them, because I'm pregnant. Arilla as well. And who else? Arilla and her cheating husband, Kin. Get in there. All right, who was the other couple? Ex-husband. Oh, right. They're divorced. It doesn't matter. We only had 2 now. We had 6 people. For now 4. Art creation? Yeah, thank you. Glad it's not going unnoticed. Going to make Mortar Baby merch? No. Atomic? Yeah, I think they broke up though, right? Sea Harg and Atomic? Yeah, they broke up, so we're good. Go over that scanning sickness, please. All right. Let's kill some more of the stuff that's causing some filth here. I don't know. Let's grab let's grab Pog farting compilation. You had a wife? Yes. You had a wife. But you guys got divorced, so. Hog shooting from miles away. when I change the prison door? It doesn't matter. I guess it'd buy us a few seconds, but it's okay. Right now, I could mine more stone, but right now I would like to get our steel back up, and maybe I'll switch some of that stuff over. Buy a little bit more time, but either way, as soon as we open the door there, other colonists could shoot through and hit them. So if I had gone and clicked to melee, and we opened the door and meleeed him, another colonist coming by could have just shot him as well. All right. There we go. There we go. Okay, all that has been reached. The limits have been reached. Let's see. Got uranium, silver. We could go ahead. Oh, look at all that steel we just found. Never mind. Gotta get our racing stripe finished today as well. Very important. Very important. Whoops, I grabbed the wrong one. There we go. Finally made it to the live stream. Kitty, thank you for coming over. YouTube videos. Thank you for watching over there. Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you for watching them. I really want more prisoners. I can put the baby vampire in there. It's not like the baby vampire needs manipulation, right? Pumps finished all their work. Almost. Yeah, we got a little bit there, a little here. At least two. Gotta make sure experiment gets that when he gets up. So we're putting the baby in here. Baby just gives a full subcore as well, I guess. I didn't think about breeding babies to do rip scan brain retrievals. Free trauma training. We don't like upside down food. Yeah, baby vampire just gives a full subcore as well. Huh. All right, cool. Oh, you can't do rip scanners. You can do the subcore soft scanner on children, but you can't do rip scanners, really. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate I can't rip children's brains out, I guess. Hope the conference went well. Your kiddos had those a few weeks. Yeah, it was... I won't get into it, but a couple weeks ago, we were having some problems with my daughter's school, and they're kind of coming up again. We thought the school had kind of had everything fixed, and things were going to be all right. And then... Anyway, yeah, thank you. All right. Another scythe there. Maybe we'll, well, I don't know. Let's see. Let's start up the scanner and see who else I can scan. Special rim operation. Can you extract genes from babies? I haven't tried it. Thank you, Vegemite. The floor is very polarizing. People come in and are just super upset by the floor, and then other people come in and is like, wow, that looks pretty good. It's art. What's wrong with the floor? I don't know. Nothing, I don't think. Uncultured. It's modern art piece, or masterpiece. Thank you. The next run I'm going to build way differently just for fun too. It probably will screw people as well. Why is it so dark? Because we love the darkness. We have to have it dark. There's a sunblocker. 90s count. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Children Hospital or like 90s. Yeah, either one. It's actually snowing out. Could make another one of these. But I need another subcore anyway. Wait, we can throw Zandy in there? Yeah, Zandy, come on. Get in there. This is a late stream for Australia? Yeah, absolutely. How'd the sun get blocked? Quest off-map problem causer, so I'll show you it. Right here. We got a sun blocker that's being guarded by 18 monkeys, and guys, we couldn't go take care of 18 monkeys. The red kill box? Yeah. I need to paint this too. There's no way we can take care of 18 monkeys, so we gotta leave that there forever. It's unfortunate. It's a really, really sad state of affairs. Pastel orange. Mustard. It's the only yellows I have. Let's test this out here. Do a nice little test here of our racetrack. Mustard. 18 monkeys over 18 humans. That's right. Let's go, Donkey. Welcome in. The only thing more intimidating than 18 monkeys. Or 12 monkeys. That's right. Unless you have the support of... I was going to say Brad Pitt also, but mainly Bruce Willis. I gotta get this over here done. Oh, look at that. Look at that. When did those fall down? I don't know. Don't know. They're ours now. Does Blueprint mod work with paint? I don't know. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing so that you could save artwork basically. I hope so. Not, I'm sure they'll end up having something like it. But have not tried that out. I haven't used Blueprint since 1.4. But if anyone tries it out, let me know. Some testing and mechs add nearly 0 base raid points. Mechs are just wealth, but they're pretty high wealth. And depending on the mech, it's kind of weird. But yeah, they don't give any raid points, so they're kind of like Guarlands. Guarlands don't even give wealth, but trash still have functionally no downside. Yep, still no downside to just dumping your trash. Miss anything interesting today? Not too much. We just had a Sanguophage meeting. Mostly, I'm just working on getting set up to test the blender idea I had yesterday. I don't want that there. You might be saying to yourself, blender? Whatever could you mean? Wait and see, wait and see. Wait and find out. It sounds threatening. I don't know where I want this thing. Alright, screw it, I will put it here. It's a blender. It's a new Scyther defense. It's not really new, but... Attack animals, they give roughly 2 base raid points. Yeah, well, functionally nothing, yeah. I guess is what I meant. 2 base raid points per claws is basically nothing, yeah. Blender, I hardly knew her. So, an Irma, welcome in. Yeah, but we had another Sanguophage meeting, but that's about it. Blueprints mod discussion page currently doesn't copy paint. You haven't confirmed it yet. Let's see. All right, let's put Mortar Baby in there. Blood torches are pretty neat. Let's see. Let's go do that in place of Gadget. Yeah, hopefully they will update blueprints to cover it, or... Catatonic on Surreal. Or there'll be another mod for it. I'm sure there will be, but... Keep the blood torches. Yeah, they are kind of cool. I've been just getting rid of them in this playthrough, though. Especially now that we're darkness, you know. Already working on it. All right. There must not be anything else to construct. Our little constructoid bot is out and about. Back in the walls, a little constructoid. Low in medicine, yeah. I know. That's not low in medicine. We got 47. I mean, if everyone got sick, that would be pretty low, but... All right, so let's see if we can get another Scyther gestating over here. Get a male and female of all the different races. Could you theoretically grow babies and harvest their genes as soon as they are born? I don't know if you can harvest genes as soon as they're born. Yeah, I'm thinking you probably can't. I have not tried it. Another wealth independent mode. Would this DLC change anything? If I were to do a wealth independent mode, would this DLC change anything? The DLC that changes the most out of it is actually ideology, because one of the problems in the wealth independent run was getting enough colonists to get ahead of the curve. Of course, just the genes themselves can make things a lot easier or harder depending on which genes you start with. But as far as like specifically, I mean, I guess it just would make it easier overall depending on which genes you choose. Yeah. And I mean, being able to, another thing is the Mechanitor, like being able to get more defensive colonists, so to say, without having to recruit, in addition to the people that you're recruiting. Yeah, I think it would overall be easier. Yeah. I think it'd be easier to get ahead of the curve and then stay there. Against Randy, at least. 5% 10-year wealth independent Cassandra is still an absolute friggin' nightmare no matter what you do. But... Whoops. I did that completely wrong. There we go. Yeah, Neanderthals are kind of crazy. We had a raid with them yesterday that was like 100 of them. And I was like, that seems like pretty low raid points for us being maxed in raid points, right? And they took out a triple boss mech raid, most of it, I think, and made it all the way to the base and still took a lot of bullets before they went down. It was really insane. So I was like, man, I can't believe there's only 100 of them. 100 Neanderthal is probably equivalent to 200 other tribals. Cold snap, that's rough. If not more than. In combat prowess, I should say. Yeah, it's really crazy. It's really crazy. They're very tanky. I hate slow learner. Slow learner is my least. Slow learner. We have Smurf and I have a guide coming out in a few days for traits. And slow learner is more like no learner. That's how we put it in there. If you go through the actual numbers of it. So slow learner and all of them kind of sucks, but man, oh man. What is Singularity? I built it yesterday just to show people that it was still working and to also test it against, since this is a test kind of game, our first playthrough, I also made it to see if it works against mech bosses, and it does, yeah. Neanderthals have so far been responsible for your colony wipe since the DLC release. They're very tanky. Fast learner, yeah, fast learner in general is one of the best. Fast learner is probably one of my top 3.
Appreciated.
Slow learner cannot be bad if you get the gene to offset it, but theirs is a gene. Their slow learner is a gene, so it offsets other. So if you have a Neanderthal that has fast learner, their slow learner gene will overwrite the other one, but not the other way around. It's going unabated. Early to Neanderthal and all your crash landed colonists. They did not go down, yeah. My top 3. Tough is my number 1, 100%. Tough is number 1 for me no matter what. Tough is my best trait for my playstyle. Fast learner is probably number 2. Number 3 is a little bit of a toss-up, yeah. I have it in the guide right now as industrious or jogger situationally, but I might fine-tune it before it goes out a little bit. You still have great memory. Great memory is really good, but great memory doesn't really do anything until you get over 10 skill. And also there's an important thing with great, well, so it depends a little bit. And the guide will go over this, but great memory and fast learner both have their pros over the other one, depending on what jobs your colonist is doing. But yeah. Quick sleeper is a very good one. It's not one of my top though. I mean, I can definitely understand someone having it be top. Iron Willed and Sanguine are both good, yeah. And Iron Willed is better if you want less breakdowns. Sanguine's better if you want more inspirations, pretty much. They're both very good, but that's kind of the difference between those two. You remember how to toggle resource spots found with ground scanner? Just click on a scanner or click on a drill. If you click on either of them, it will show all the spots, a drill or. Bloodlust has a downside though, yeah. Bloodlust would do nothing but negative in my colony right now. Yes, they could use gear that others couldn't, but mood is already pretty much maxed on everyone, and they're just going to cause way more social fights, so. Bloodlust in my colony right now would be just a pure negative. Like I don't really have any tainted clothing that would benefit us by having it be worn instead. And mood is not a problem in my colony, so. Is there any way to influence inspirations? Yes. Oh, you mean what type of inspiration? No, unfortunately. Most of the inspirations have a skill bottom for them, but unfortunately the skill bottom is like 3. So for instance, a taming inspiration is skill level 3. Hello. Well, we just got a Scyther randomly named Murderous. Murderous the Scyther. Not enough bandwidth? Okay. At least one Psychopath for corpse cleaning. So Psychopath has become a lot weaker since Ideology if you take the don't care about corpses. Psychopath also are incapable of deep talks or chit chat bonuses, so overall they're not good socially, so they cause social problems, and therefore they'll never really make friends with other people, and it causes more social fights in the long run. So if you aren't using Ideology don't care about corpses, then having a Psychopath to deal with corpses is nice, but it will cause social problems for sure. Can you have more than one Mechanitor? Yes. Social fights are good. Social fights can kill pawns that you don't want killed. For sure. I've had so many pawns die in social fights. It always sucks. Always sucks. How much does this one give? Plus 12. Our current one is what, 9? 6. All right, let's make the 12 one. There we go. Top crafter with 3 animal repeatedly gets training. Yeah, it's. I wish they would move the animal inspiration one up to like level 7 or something. What do you need an inspiration at level 3 to get? But I'll get an ideology soon. Yeah, so Psychopath does lose some of its value with ideology, yeah. But again, I'll have a guide coming out in just a few days that goes over all the traits and what they're Pros and cons are, so the great squirrel taber, yeah. Yeah, and also can destroy arms and legs, toes, and everything come off super easily as well. It's it can be frustrating. Let's call in our new ally here. Why are they showing up at the top when they're hostile? I don't like that. When do you start this colony? On release day. Yeah, on release day. So this is the same one as our first. Quest trade, we'll do bulk. Bulk goods, and we'll dump our waste. Plasteel, okay. Oh wow, that got destroyed. Oh well, we're not really using it. With Xenogerm, you can overwrite. Well, that's true, but then they're not really I guess they're technically Neanderthal, but I was more thinking you meant like a trait could overwrite it, but yeah. You can redo their genes for sure. But you can just do that in the beginning if you wanted. You could just do a baseline Neanderthal and then get rid of the slow learner gene and they would just eat more, but you can do that if you want. Or in the game, like you said, you could overwrite, but I wish he was in there. What the crap? You always lose like one pawn in social fights when you get to monosword, plasmasword, yeah. It's a lot less fun though. All right. Toxic waste. There we go. Why can't he walk? He's doing death rest right now. That's why I wish he was in his death rest coffin, but they moved him over here. It's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. All goods traders take trash? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm drop potting the trash. Yep. Do you have highlight reels of past runs? No, I don't, unfortunately. I'm working on getting an editor, hiring an editor, and then I'll be able to do more stuff like that. Hey, that looks pretty good. People were like, "Ah, what are you talking about making a racetrack around your base?" Thought something happened to his legs. No, he was in death rest. So what happened exactly was he was in death rest in his death rest coffin, but then that area became a prison temporarily. And so it set his coffin as a prison coffin apparently. And during that, someone carried him to the hospital bed. This is gonna look real nice. Real nice. Misaligned? No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You're right. I'll redo it. I'll redo it. Because it's absolutely gonna bother people, I know. I should have left it. I really should have left it though. Oh, that would have been so good. I'm gonna leave it this time. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait. It's perfect now. It's perfect now. I did that. What? It looks like it's perfect. I'm uninstalling RimWorld because of this. Why concrete over paved tile? Concrete costs less material, and it's not gonna give us any faster runs, movement speed, or anything like that. Excellent, excellent. Man, I can't wait till someone comes in later and asks about it. White. You lean towards chaotic good. I don't know what you guys are talking about. you doing out there, baby vampire? Oh my god. He's out there doing drugs? I'm going on an adventure. Neutral evil, indifference to the suffering of others. I can't wait till someone comes in and sees that wasn't here when it went up. All right, guys, I'm gonna tell you ahead of time. When someone comes in and looks at that later, I'm gonna pretend that I don't understand, okay? Like, no matter what they do, no matter how much they point it out, I'm gonna, like, literally zoom in on it. Death rest can take, like, 4 days. I'm just gonna glance through it. It's gonna really annoy some people. All right, perfect, perfect. I'll be like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. It's gonna be fantastic. All right, I'm gonna experiment a little bit with this pollution pump. Oh, they also extended the range on pollution pump. I didn't mention that earlier. I mean, if we're just dumping them, I don't even need the pollution pump, honestly. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I need it. I need it. Right. I don't think I need to. I don't want to put it that close. I changed my mind on where I want to put it. Yeah, it's the new one that causes pollution. So the Toxifier Generator. Let's put it. Maybe we'll make a little Toxify place over here. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, it pollutes the ground. That's what I was. And I don't want them. That's why I'm going to move it. I don't want them to have to dig it up, which would make no sense because then, yeah. Our statue's good or the wealth is too much. It depends. So art statues are great for increasing room quality and beauty here stat and making people happier, but they absolutely add a lot of wealth depending on the material and quality, and therefore are raid points. But again, depending on your difficulty. So now I'm already raid capped, so literally I cannot get any harder raids, so I can just put as many statues as I want anywhere. But yeah, a lot of factors go into it, but you should be fine using a couple of excellent statues to reach some break points, regardless of your difficulty, really. I mean, there's some caveats there as always, but yeah. Put a random sterile tile in the rice field. It's the first time I catch you live. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you for coming over, Floyd. I appreciate it. Yeah, like excellent wooden statues are actually a pretty inexpensive thing to increase room quality. I don't think many people are coming down here, so. So I'll try it down here. All right. Break points in a video somewhere. No, but it is on the list. We've been talking about it in Discord a little bit, so I have a lot of guide stuff coming. The one that a couple guides that Smurf and I have been working on are actually really big guides, really like has lots of math in it and lots of, you know, charts and crap like that, and they're pretty massive guides. So in between those massive guides, it's easier to put out some of the more easy ones like that, the easier ones. But right now we're working on a couple pretty intense ones, and once those come out, then we'll probably have some more short ones flowing. 200 spiders. Yeah, it's always rough. How much wealth is the raid cap? It depends on your difficulty. If you are playing on 100% difficulty, 100%, then raid cap is right around 1 million.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty.
On my difficulty, on 500%, raid cap is about 250 to 280,000, depending on where the wealth is coming from. So raid point breakdown, look at a mod. You can get a mod that does it. I know it just because of like researching and stuff like that and playtime and whatnot and making guides and stuff. But Staker, thank you for the 15 months. Mitchie, thank you for the resub. Thank you for coming back for 2 months. Dirk, thank you for using the Twitch Prime here. Thank you, Dirk. All right, so I'll go over how wealth and raid points work in a nutshell really quick, right? Nerd. You're a nerd for doing your job, nerd. Anyway, basically, there's a couple things going on. I won't go into super detail, but the game stops calculating wealth for raid points at 1 million wealth. So if you're playing at under 100% difficulty, you will never hit raid cap. It's literally impossible because once you get to 1 million wealth, it's going to stop giving you raid points no matter what. Now, any percentage over 100% raid difficulty that you do, whether it's through normal settings like losing is fun is 220%, or you go into custom and you change it to whatever over 100%, then you'll hit raid cap earlier and earlier. On losing is fun, so like I said, 220%, you're going to hit raid cap depending on where your points are coming from. Generally in the 400,000s, 400, 450,000, somewhere in there, you'll be at raid cap. Raid cap is 10,000 raid points. Now, if you don't know, like, you're like, well, what the crap is raid points? Raid points are basically what the storyteller spins on the enemies that attack you. So like literally all different tribal types of raids have a different standard raid point. And then each tribal that they send, depending on the type of tribal. Oh my God. Baby vampire. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Well, he's a vampire. Just don't eat his brain. Just don't eat his brain. I don't know how this is going to work. Involuntary death arrest. Don't friendly fire his brain. You can't eat him. You literally can't eat him. How many body parts did he lose? Man, he really wants to die. So anyway, different raids and what the raid sends. He's fine. His brain is intact, guys. You don't even have to worry about him. It costs different raid points. And so the maximum baseline is 10,000, but you can't even reach that if you're under 100%. Confused ooga noises. Going to Phelan. Kaz, welcome in. Elvar. Shihari, welcome in. Why was he out there? Hang on. Was he having a breakdown or something? They don't grow limbs back, no. He was in the walls set, but is he cougar baby now? No, I can't die. I think I think kids ignore zoning rules to get more entertainment. That's kind of, I didn't have that problem before today. I never had kids do that before today. The nature running, yeah. Wow, that sucks. But his brain didn't get destroyed, so he's fine. Okay, experiment is back up. How long till experiment can make another vampire? 35 days. Yours are always running off now? Yeah, that sucks.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Is there a baby gate item? No, not yet. Doros, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Thank you for using that here. Counseling was a tier 1 sub. Bet you didn't know that. Thank you. Right. All kids are now prisoners. Do I like the pollution mechanic? I think it needs a little rework, you know? I think it's a little too easy probably to get rid of it right now if you do this. Like, right now there's no downside for me doing this. I can just dump all this on an enemy tile that's far enough away. Doesn't matter. Arrest that baby. What's with the pollution pump and polluter? Okay. Oh no, I'm in labor. Oh God. Oh no. Don't let me die. Rosankian. Rescue me. Gather for baby. Do it. 92%. I'm having a baby. You better not let me die, Prosankian. All these mechs are gonna go wild if I die.
Modest fellowship
You are going to die to the mechs.
Praise the sub.
What should put on the mech link and gave you one advanced component, some golds. Goes to plasteel. Are you sure they were in ancients? Ancients usually have stuff like that in their inventory. Breathe. Let's go fool you. The pollution pump. I'll come back and explain that in just a second. Don't let me forget. Hey, enough of that noise. Can I give birth more quietly, please? Push. Push. Yeah, it's the ancients, so... Yeah, ancients usually have gold or components, advanced components, stuff in their inventory, especially from, you know, the cryo sleep in Ancient Dangers, so a lot of times that stuff will pop out. Grunt, don't scream. Rosankin. Oh my god, he's the pig person. They have reduced manipulation. I don't know if that matters. He's got a bionic eye, though. Eat the baby. I got sunblocked. I did, yeah. Hi, psychic drone. Oh god, what if I have a breakdown right now? Yeah, I like a lot of the sounds they added, yeah. Oh yeah, it doesn't alert me. Goat, you asked for Sky God? Remind me after this this birth, and we'll see what Sky God has to say to the child. A triple Sky God, actually. Yeah, I can't break down. She's incapable of walking. Oh, never mind. I'm now able to walk again. This is a long labor. I haven't really used the Archite genes yet. Yeah. Don't throw the baby on the floor. No promises. Final stages. Here it comes.
Expands.
Period. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. They've used that here. Counts same as a tier 1 sub. Where's the epidural when you need it? Healthy. Excellent. 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 Baby won't fit. Adam, why is that baby more important than the other ones? Yeah, there's no reason. There's no reason. It's just random. Just random. All right, Goat. What does Sky God have to say to this child? Sky God has Goat has used channel points. Can't speak. All hyped up on cough syrup. Thanks. I'm gonna toss the baby on the floor after breastfeeding. Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Congrats. All right, Goat. You get 3, I think, right? Yeah, 3, Goat. Baby's getting some good music.
A generous.
Be right back. Welcome back, and thank you for the 200 bits. Thank you. Launch the baby into space. I'm thinking of launching an experiment into space. I threw it into a different hospital bed. That's different. Are these Darkest Dungeon quotes? It's the Darkest Dungeon narrator, voice actor, but some of them are public, but some of them were bought for me for my birthday in 2019. So in 2019, a bunch of people at stream got together without me knowing, and they hired Wayne June. He came and he hung out on the stream. He, followed me on Twitter and stuff. He did some research and he made me some voice lines. He sent them to me along with a birthday greeting. So some of them are from the public ones that anyone can use, and some of them were made for me, which is kind of cool. So raise a kill of vampire instantly. I only see the one. Did you already do them far up? Because I can't scroll that far back up. Oh wait, I found him. Okay, we got it. All right, Sky God, what do you have to say to this baby on this miraculous birthday?
Time to get Hitchcocked, Barry. I got wrecked by babies. Turns out spice number 11 is cyanide.
I don't know what that means. I think Sky God was on some. We'll just say ambrosia. Ambrosia, the drug of the gods. All right. Boy, people are really upset about this high psychic drone, huh? Manhunter pack. Oh, little piggies, you're not gonna have a great time. Not gonna have a great time, little piggies. Is it wargs? Nope. Been AFK for 2 days, and so what just happened? The base is dope now. Major break risk. Atomic. Just don't break down. Come on. Thank you, Jalik. Still a little coughing a little bit, but oh, the pigs are gonna survive. Come on. Could a god do so much drugs that it kills them? I don't know. If that turns out to be the case, we should contact the Nurgle immediately. People are like, what? Some people know. The Nurgle. They want to craft a disease, a perfect disease, so potent, so strong that it can kill a god. But maybe all they need is some really good drugs. Psychite binge, unsurreal, whatever. All right, we're gonna get some shooting experience. Hey, what are you doing? Lay off that friggin' door. Papa Nurgle, that's right. In his loving embrace. I need this to... Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. Rosankian, feed me. Stupid pig man, feed me. Papa Nurgle loves all. Oh my lord. That's annoying. I wonder why that happens. I guess I'll move that. Might have some breakdowns during this. Come on, high second drone, get out of here. Who is Nurgle? Chaos god of filth. It's from Warhammer. How do you view the stats of incoming pawns? It depends on where they're coming from as far as the quest goes. There is a mod, there used to be a mod where you could see, but without a mod, you can't see all of the auto join, quest join, etc. until they're actually there, unfortunately. Acolyte of Nurgle, yeah. That mod isn't updated for 1.4 yet. Okay.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty.
Nurgle's a nice
is
god. He cooks for everyone. Yeah.
appreciated.
I like the Nurgle. I like them. Corn's always getting all the credit. Everyone's quoting Corn. Everyone loves Corn. I don't know. Nurgle might be my favorite of the big four. Milk for the cornflakes kind of guy. Yeah, you see? Rescue or Join Plus was just updated. Okay. 40k is your favorite? I don't know much about 40k. Yeah. Sokar. Ariana, welcome in. Slanesh. Hey. Hey, Rhino. Zinch is a pretty cool one, yeah. That's not a lot of Rhino meat because they have Scaria. Slanesh. You might be addicted to something. Tantrum. Alright, whatever. stink. It's spreading. Scaria was not newly added. Scaria was 1.2. Scaria's been in the game since royalty. It's just more prevalent on losing his fun. On losing his fun, Scaria has 82%. Oh, Rot Stink? Rot Stink is a 1.4 edition yet. What strategy for dealing with toxic waste packs? I just dump them on enemies. I just literally drop pod them onto enemy tiles. Dabless, I need your assistance. Did I? What? Oh, all right. I'm putting the baby down. Sorry, I was breastfeeding. My bad. My bad. Dabless, I need your assistance. Boy, I've never said those lines. I never thought I would ever say those lines ever in any context. Hang on a second. I'm breastfeeding. Traders are still there, yeah. I'm trying to get rid of this rot stink, and then I'll try to run out and trade with them. I clean up the pollution on my map? No, I haven't bothered with it. No, I'm just not going to rebuild this. Get in there. Ah, they're leaving. Oh, well. Oh, well. Bad timing. All right. Here we go. Here's how we deal with the rotten rhinos. Kaboom. Hey, walk through the fire. They need to change that. Mechs aren't damaged by fire. You should be able to force them to walk through it. I need to remember. How do you control 35 mechs? You can control hundreds. There's no hard limit. 16 with gear. There's a armor piece that adds 12. There's a helmet that adds 12. There's a backpack that adds like 9. There's an implant that you can implant 6 times on the same person that adds multiple each. You can also build an infinite number of band nodes and connect to them. Is there a disadvantage using mechs over humans? The only downside, of course, is that they have to recharge. And the other one, of course, is that it steals the work experience, right? They took her gerbs, but... And, of course, if something happens to your Mechanitor, you're going to have a problem, but... It sucks that happened, while the traders were here, but... Seems also recharging, yeah, but it doesn't take quite as long, yeah. Do I have a war queen? I did not build a war queen, no. Not yet. One toxic generator, one pump powers 4 bandwidth nodes, which is nice. Can be contained away from your main power grid. Become the Hive Queen. What's their wealth value? So there's a chart on my Discord with the wealth value of all the current mechs, but they are raw wealth. They're not raid points. Colonists give you raid points, especially depending on your population and wealth. So colonists kind of double dip. But to give you an idea, one Militor is 1,800 wealth right now, which is equivalent of a really good colonist for wealth, but not for raid points. So mechs are way less raid points than a colonist, but more wealth. Mechs are what dryads wanted to be. I don't know. Yeah, we were wondering the same thing because, yeah, the signal ships are no longer burning. We were wondering the same thing about that. So Randy has been extra quiet, it feels. Okay. Finally, I get around to catch the stream live. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you for watching over there. Reignite your love for RimWorld. That's awesome. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. Meta. So I need some more bandwidth. Did we end up getting that made? Mech Lord helmet. We need 2 nano structuring chips. 6 advanced, 120. Okay, we have those, and we have the plasteel. So if she's unable to do that, we need the nano structuring chip. So we need one more of those, which comes from the APOCRITON boss. We'll summon an APOCRITON boss. Furniture quality affect its wealth hit. It does, yep. Quite a bit, actually, yep. Atom and meta. How much bandwidth do I currently have? 35 at the moment. That's good, Ethan. Welcome in. Next outside the kill box just got moved because there's no space. That's interesting. I haven't had that happen. That happen. All right, that's repaired. We're going to summon the APOCRITON. I might print out sculptures. Psychic addiction. That's all right. We're making. Actually, I need to switch this over to drugs. I meant to do that. Starship to the Stars ending. The ship is on an island. You have to jump 3 times to make it. That's pretty rough, yeah. It's pretty rough. What does lurk do? The command doesn't do anything. Lurking in a channel helps the channel by, and what that means is just having the stream playing, whether you're actively watching or it's just playing on your side monitor, or even if you're like gone to the store and it's playing, it helps out a stream. The command is just something fun because back in the day, Darkest Dungeon was the main game of the channel, and lurk was a trait in Darkest Dungeon, so it made sense, you know. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, I missed a lot more chat than I used to this last week with how busy it's been, but I've tried my best to keep up with chat, even when we had like almost 3,000 people, which was nuts. Really nuts. All right, so we're going to summon an APOCRITON, and we're just going to do the normal fight on it. I'm not going to use our OP kill tunnel there. Okay, allow all things. Also, turn power off to these while we don't need them, especially to recharge batteries. Okay. I thought I told you not to build this anymore. Get rid of that. Oh, man. I can't wait. I can't wait till someone notices that. Inside joke? Yeah, kind of. And like I said, lurking is just what it's called on Twitch anyway, so it makes sense. Can't wait till someone comes in and notices that. It's very easy to fix, too. It's only like 5 die to fix it or something, because it's on the edge. The pollution pump. Thank you. So what's up with the pollution pump? All right. So now there is something called a toxic generator. Toxic generator generates 1,400 watts of power, but the downside is it's going to pollute the ground in that area over time. So it's going to pollute the ground over time. However, you can put a pollution pump. Pollution pump is 200 watts of power. And that pollution pump is going to automatically pull pollution out of the ground next to it and put it in bags. So it is net positive of 1,200 watts of power. And it produces, you know, a few bags in the long run of toxic waste, but it seems to be pretty worth it right now. Now, you could even make this, you could add an atomizer to a couple of these. And even though the atomizer kind of sucks, you actually get beyond neutral. So you could actually have a setup with generators, pumps, and an atomizer, which deletes 10 bags every 5 days, which isn't a lot, but still, and actually have excess power that just works forever. Okay, and the pump cover over 2 generators. I'm not sure what the GOAT actually did some of the testing and math on it. So if GOAT is still here, maybe they can share with us what their maximum was not using an atomizer. But looks like a crazy clown face. I didn't see that. I know, yeah. That's another thing from the patch notes that I feel like they were literally watching the stream or getting my feedback or something. Maybe not. I'm sure a lot of other people had the same kind of thoughts. But I have said quite a few times now about having kids have shield belts, and now it was in the hotfix this morning. So that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Can you put a pump inside? Yeah, I believe so. It just pulls from the ground, though. 4 hours, okay. Yeah, they did a lot of the things I talked about. Yeah, bosses are now more resistant to EMP. Children can now wear shield belts. The Mechanitor, I like the Mechanitor where it was, but I was saying the Mechanitor was probably the strongest bang for the buck, or one of the strongest bang for your buck when it comes to the mechs, and they nerfed Mechanitor. What else do I want? So Tiny will add it later. I want shield belts to have the same split on this menu as marksman command, but the only downside is because of all the splits on here right now, maybe that should be an option. Imagine you have a bunch of Psycaster vampire marksmans. Your entire screen is going to be like filled with tiny icons. But mech boss is immune to Singularity? No. I mean, we haven't tried it since the hotfix this morning. We could try it on one, but you want to try it on this one? Do you guys want to see if the new update with the mech bosses this morning makes it so the Singularity doesn't work against them on our first? I assume it does, yeah. For science. All right. All right, we'll do it. I imagine it still does, but it might be a little different if they don't stay stunned long enough, because then the APOCRITON could long jump on top of us. When has science ever gone wrong? No time I can ever think of. All right, we'll do that. Bring those in. Okay. Yeah, I probably do a prediction on this one. I think it's... I didn't see anything in the notes that would change it, but I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't, but I would be surprised if it doesn't work. The APOCRITON can jump, yeah. We've only seen it do it once, but it can absolutely jump. It has like it basically has like a long jump ability, or whatever, jump pack sort of ability, but we've only seen it use it once for some reason. All right, let's summon it in and see if anything has changed. Let me close this, at least temporarily. One pump covers exactly 2 generators as long as you are clearing the waste packs. Okay. Don't clear the waste packs, you'll reach critical mass where the waste packs expire. Gotcha. Outpace the clearing of the pumps. All right. Since we're emptying it, then it's not a big deal. We could definitely just put a second one with no ill effect, just extra power. Gamble, I don't think this one's gonna go bad. Get the nerve to call him down yourself. 5-member colony. Yeah, I mean, depending on how prepared you are, the Diabolus shouldn't be too bad. It definitely follows pathing rules. So if you have killbox, or you have like trap tunnels or whatever, or if you outrange it. There's no command for the hotfix this morning. There was a hotfix patch this morning, but I don't have a command for it. All right, let's summon it up. APOCRITON, 10 Mechanitor, 1 Tunneler, 2 Centipedes Blaster, 2 Diabolus, and 1 Centurion. Pump generator set up. Yeah, I imagine you could do that, Fossey. Yeah, if you wanted to. We could just do that, but then we'd just have to haul all this. But in the future, knowing like what all causes the waste and also how this works, then making your freezer be like a power station as well seems like a fair thing to do. The ancient danger. Ouch. Steel traps make them frustratingly easy. I had someone in the YouTube comments yesterday arguing with me that just because I use exploits, doesn't mean the bosses are too easy and they should not change them. And I was like, listen, I fought the first boss literally out in the open. No kill box, no anything, no EMP grenades, just rifles. And it was pretty easy. And the mechs can be insta-killed by shock lances, insta-downed, which seems unreasonable for a boss. A boss to just be instantly downed from a shock lance. Like what? That should be a thing. And then the bosses, you can just stun. You can just stun with EMP grenades until you beat them. That doesn't seem like a boss, right? It just seems like a different mech type. So it just seems like a different mech type. So I want them to feel like bosses, not like mech types. But anyway, she made this long comment about how the bosses are good as they are now. Just because I don't have trouble with them doesn't mean they should be changed because I exploit. All right. Apparently using rifles is EMPs are an exploit. Did they change anything about Psychite T? No, but here's something you need to know about it if you're getting those addictions that you were just talking about. This has always been the case, but it wasn't as prevalent before 1.4 in ideology because of age difference. So Psychite T has always been safe for once per 2 days or once per 3 days. However, if they have a different body size, if their body size is below the 1.0 body size, they'll get addicted to it. So what's probably happening is you're probably having people take it that have a slightly smaller body size stat. So especially if they're a teen or an early adult, or, you know, there are some of the adults that have smaller body size or whatever. So you're probably getting someone that's taking it that has a smaller body size. So I would suggest just putting it 1 every 3 days, and you should be safe as long as you're not giving it to like children and teens at 1 every 3 days. But that addiction is body size, which has always been there, but now it's more prevalent because there are a lot more entities in the game, a lot more humanoids in the game with small enough body type that they get addicted faster. So Fozzie, thank you for the Twitch Prime. And Gray Bush, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you, Gray Bush. Thank you, Fozzie. Boss mechs. Yeah, there's actually 3 boss mechs here. 2 Diabolus and an APOCRITON. So understand? That's what I thought. Yeah, I was like, when I saw the preview for Diabolus, I was like, oh my god, look at the breacher. But even, all right, let's say that the Diabolus doesn't breach, right? Let's say the Diabolus doesn't breach, which it doesn't at the moment. But not just that. I'll talk about it once we kill this. We'll see if the kill box still works for this. But I'll talk about my idea for it and how I think it would be more interesting. And again, just my opinion on it as always. How do you use the Twitch Prime sub? So if you do Exclamation Prime, I think it explains it a little bit. But basically, if you have Amazon linked to Twitch, so you have Amazon linked to Twitch, then you click the subscribe button down below the stream. When that pops up, there should be an option in there specifically for Twitch Prime. The patch notes, unfortunately, I think are only on their Discord at the moment.
Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
They're also, the patch notes are also in my Discord. Go to my Discord, you go into the RimWorld channel. Several people posted the hotfix notes. But yeah, Chaos, that's how. Oh, and there they are too. Thank you, Popson. What structure is inside the kill box? Which one? Does this kill box still work normally? Yes, I mean it's working right here. Wait, what do you mean exactly? Yeah, so it still works against bosses. Nothing changed there. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. I might have misunderstood what you meant. So what structure are you asking about, by the way? Why don't they shoot at you? Because they can't peek, but we can. So this exploits the ability for us to peek around a corner, and we take that ability away from the enemies. So I have a guide for this kill box. You can go to exclamation kill box if you want. It is very exploitive. That's why I don't use it every run. I literally only put it in this run because people kept asking why I wasn't using it, and were asking me if it doesn't work anymore. So I'm not going to use it for every raid, but it is there so I can test it in this test run that we're doing, and also just let people know it works. I have a lot of comments on the YouTube video claiming it doesn't work in 1.4 exactly, but it absolutely does. I'm literally using it in the most recent patch. If it's not working for you, you're either doing something wrong, and I don't mean that in like a negative way. Like literally, there's a lot of very specific things going on here. You're either doing something wrong, or you have a mod that's making it not work. But it absolutely 100% works against everything but breachers still. Yeah, I'm making scythers right now, actually. The reason why I called in that raid was so that we can get the next mech helmet to get more bandwidth in order to build more scythers. Running wild. Oh, God. That's so annoying. Yeah, no problem, He3. Glad to be back. Welcome back, Wormo. Welcome back.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Hopefully this works on the very first try. Wait, do we have a inspired taming? We do not. I'm gonna close the exploit. That's all right. Chaos, they reuse the Twitch Prime here. Yeah, thank you for figuring that out. If you do want to, it doesn't renew, so if you want to keep using it here, you have to do it every month or use it somewhere every month, you know. But I do appreciate it. Thank you, Morbo, for the 6 months. Almost half a full calendar year. That's right. Makes it easier to notice when transport pod crashes happen. I don't know of one that, yeah. Never used one like that. Oh, it's so annoying. Thank you, Chaos. Here, have some raw rice. Rejoin the colony. You can't. Yeah, that's true. You can have the game pause every time you get any note. Man. That is unfortunate. We could arrest her and then release her and do all that, but you can't recruit an arrested wild person anymore. They changed that, so that's unfortunate. Glad you can finally catch live. Yeah, thank you for coming over. Thank you for watching on YouTube, I assume. Finish episode 6 of the new run. This is still that run too, yeah. Welcome in, Redbeard. Thank you for watching. This is still that run, believe it or not. I know it looks a lot different these days, but it is. Strong gene pack, strong melee. Great cooking gene pack. Interesting. We'll take that kidney. I think we need one of those actually. Yeah, that's what I think too. I think I'm just worried that we're gonna end up killing them while they're a prisoner, but I think that's just what I'm gonna have to do. It's only a 50% chance, which is very, very scary. Oh, I don't want to take them. They might like just absolutely kill them. Watch the Biotech run, currently caught up to 12. That's awesome, yeah. Been waiting for mods update. I need to wait until these guys are gone. I don't want them to go human revenge, and this group just killed him. So, yeah. Mortar Baby get arms yet? No, I'm waiting until Mortar Baby gets to be an adult. So, Mortar Baby is still armless, but as soon as they become 13, I should say, at 13 years of age, I'll give them arms. We've already made the arms. Come on, Bernard, make it. One other, not for a wild person. Wild person, it doesn't. As you can see, that's already my best social. So literally, if I grab another person, it's going to say the same thing. 50%. It's because they're a wild person. So a wild person puts a modifier on it. Free arms birthday present. Sounds sweet. Experiment. She gets the arms instead of the baby. Yeah, it's because they're a wild person. Yeah. So as soon as those traders go. No, baby. Arms are for 13-year-olds. It's true. Yeah. It's in only because they're a wild person. Yeah. The mech stop working if you are death resting. I'm guessing it works the same way as like when we were immobile. So the mechs will continue to do their working, but you can't like draft and actively control like combat mechs and things like that. But the mechs that are currently doing their work will continue to do their work. At 13, you can legally bear arms. They don't outgrow them, luckily. Ooh, Masterwork Mech Lord helmet. Nice. Look at that. What do I look like these days? Holy crap. I look like the guy from the trailer. I mean, I'm carrying a baby, which is a little bit different, so. 41 bandwidth. Nice. Hang on. I gotta feed this friggin' baby before I can make another scyther. Only tank tops. It's like the cover art guy. The quality doesn't affect bandwidth. It doesn't seem to. It seems to just be same thing as other armor where it impacts the defensive properties. Arilla's in labor. Oh no. Rosankian. This is Arilla's third child. Oh god, where's Rosankian? Screw it, I'll be the doctor. No, Ludar, no. Why the pig person? They're one of our highest medical people. I just gave labor. Okay, I was just in labor and now I'm delivering a child for someone else. I didn't get to finish that. Get out of here so I can arrest that person. Let's go on, Lunar. Implants can you have at once? On your Mechanitor, you can have 6 of each. So most of the implants, you can have 6 of each on your Mechanitor. So if we look at my... Right now, I have 6 gestation processors and 1 repair probe. But I'm going to get more. All about kids. Is there a limit on how many babies a single pawn can have? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. I think so. I don't know. Yeah, it's actually crazy. So some of the implants that you can get are like repairing from a distance. Oh my god, I'm starving. Oh my god, I should have selected the other person, but I was worried it would bug again with no pause. But anyway, I'm malnourished. Anyway, one of them is that you can repair from a further distance. You can repair more quickly. One of them is that you can focus to shield your mechs. There's the gestation one you just saw. There's bandwidth. There. You can't rip scan babies. I don't know if you can do the other scan to them. Come on, Arilla, I need to eat. I need to eat lunch. Push this baby out. It's going, Daroldium, welcome in. Interesting first line for you to come into the stream on, huh? Any reason the light is on? In here, it's for mood. Because a lot of times in the hospital, they're gonna, it's dark light. So, they're getting a bonus for dark light in here. Dark light plus 4. Hopefully help prevent breakdowns in the hospital. What? Another sick child. Oh no. I don't know if they fixed this either. Crap. That's not good. Got me say, Adam, fix what? Well, there was a seeming bug that when a child was sick, it was literally impossible to save them. Even with Glitterworld Medicine, even with developer mode, someone, Smurf I think it was trying to save one of the gravely ill children. The only way to save it seemed to be with turning it into a vampire, which is how we got our current vampire baby. So, and we don't have any more current bites that we can do, so. Think you need another vampire baby? Ugh. Arilla, this is the end for you, okay? This is the end. I mean, I'm not killing her. She's having her tubes tied. The Chinese kill box doesn't seem to stop all enemies from moving. I don't know what you mean. It doesn't stop any enemies from moving. The only reason the mech stopped from moving is because the EMP is stunning them. Other ones are going to walk through it. You need enough firepower to either kill them before they get to the end, or you have to reset it by closing the doors and having a door open elsewhere. Use real medicine. That's what I have it set to. Yep.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Common. Okay, so this one isn't the grave one, so it might end up being okay. We'll see. We'll see. Dadinator. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. I think we're using that here. Dadinator. Also very much appreciated. Change infections to have one pod in a 2x4 room or only one tile is a red mountain. Oh, infestations, not infections. Not that, I don't think they've changed anything with it. Yeah, I think that's pretty normal. The only time it has problems is when it gets filled up. Yeah, and if you don't have enough firepower. Yep. Doesn't stop them from shooting like in the video. Some mechs shoot without needing to move through. It literally works that way. I just used it. I literally just used it against Diabolus. So there's absolutely something that either, and again, nothing against you, but there's a lot going on. So either you're doing something wrong or you have a mod that's impacting it. But I literally just used it against Diabolus. That's the whole reason I built it, was to show that it still works and it works against the boss mechs. And yeah. Now, if you're having them shoot, there's several things that could go wrong, right? You either have it facing the wrong direction. You need to put this here, because here's another thing. If you have your up to 11 shooters firing and you have someone like this mech walk back here, they can shoot. They can shoot at this back here. They cannot shoot at these 11 spaces, but there's a lot of area back here that they can shoot at. So if you have someone back here that walks by a target, something targetable, that's why I have this back wall, so people don't do that, then yes, they'll be able to shoot. But if you only have people in those 11 spots, only the 11 spots, not crowded elsewise, that's why you'll see me put only 11 people here. Some of those spots will be attackable sooner as they come through. Singularity box is gonna have me making gray hair. Yeah. What the chairs do, it allows other pawns to peek and shoot further. But yes, it absolutely works 100%. It still works against all raid types other than breachers. If you have to do it exactly right. You have to have all the doors manually held open. It has to be built right. You have to have only those 11 spots with people in it. There's a lot that can go wrong, but if you're not using mods that impact it and you're doing everything right, then it will work. I just used it. That's why you still build a little room like the original plan. Yeah, because that will happen. I think a lot of people just leave it open and enemies end up shooting at stuff behind it. And then they're like, oh, it doesn't work anymore. And they leave a comment on there letting everyone know it doesn't work when it does. Every day I've gotten comments on YouTube telling others that it doesn't work anymore. It does. So it's stupidly OP and not fun. It's not fun for you, and that's fine. I don't use it in every run. Literally the only reason I built it in this run was to show people it still works. But a lot of people have fun with it. A lot of people enjoy using those kind of things. So fun is very subjective. If you don't like it, don't use it. It's no big deal. Raiders will not leave water mills alone, no. They will not. All right, the traders are gone. She's going berserk right now. Your fun is wrong. All right, there we go. Why did you have to go all the way down here? This is frustrating. Frustrating. I'm gonna wait till I get out of there. Yeah, fun is very subjective. It's gonna be different from everyone, yeah. So, exactly. Some people are gonna be like, well, using all of this weapon isn't fun. Well, that's fine. Don't use that weapon. It's alright. And today, no. What'd you do if you redeemed VIP? I would just refund your points. Yeah, there's nothing I could do. She already won. Have you ever considered your fun is wrong? No, never. Alright, here we go. People should do what's fun for them in a game? Blasphemy. Oh, yeah. It's always going to make me think of that one person that commented the other day now. Yeah, so they will attack water mills like you were talking about. So unfortunately, if you're not using a mod for like heavy bridges, your best bet is to put wood, like as much stone wall as you can around, but then bridges with a wooden wall and then roof over it. Unfortunately. Hopefully we don't kill them. Okay, we didn't kill him. What's going on, Wanda? Welcome back. Your game, it didn't work. Does it matter that you're playing Skyrim instead of RimWorld? That might be part of it, yeah. Might be part of it. Your Daedalus went for a passive hive. That's interesting. Oh, I only have it on make 4x, my bad. There we go. So we are going to try another exploit to see if it works with Scythers. I'm not going to use it in most of my playthroughs, but I'm just really curious if this Scyther blender works. Oh my god, no, I don't, like, I'm about to not even reply to it. I literally didn't use this for 90% of the game. I only made it because everyone was coming in and saying he didn't make it because it doesn't work anymore. And they were going and commenting on YouTube on the guide saying it doesn't work anymore. So I built it just to show that it friggin' works against a raid. It's not even open at the moment. I'm using the normal one. It's literally just there for when people come in and say that it doesn't work. Christ's sake. Go watch the no kill box run if you want to see a run with no kill boxes. You're saying it doesn't work. Thank you for health. Oh no, I'm not like actually feeling angry. No, it's just silly. If I tear it down, people are going to be in 5 minutes asking me why I'm not wearing. Oh, did something happen? Does it no longer work? But yes, I have a 5% no pause, no kill box run up if you would like to watch that. I just did one. You've been using it since day 1, 1 of 4, 1.4? Yes, it still works. Yeah, thank you. Are bugs on? Yes, they are. Super clotting is, yeah, super clotting is actually really crazy. Yeah, I agree.
Welcome back. Your steadfast
those ingredients.
loyalty is greatly appreciated.
It's karma for painting the floor that way. Thank you, Roscoe. I appreciate it. Jalik, they were the 12 months. That's almost a full calendar year. Thank you, Jalik. Gene, they were the 10 months. Thank you, Gene.
Welcome
also
back.
very much appreciated.
Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
All right, let me make another one of these and kill it in the normal way. Scaled. Yeah, it's been crazy. Stream requires a lot of patience. It's insane. I also see why a lot of people never read any of their YouTube comments at all. But the thing is, 99% of the YouTube comments are actually good, nice, normal comments that I want to interact with. But the 1% are just insane. They're just crazy people. But I can definitely understand why most people on YouTube do not read or reply to any comments at all. Thank you, Jalik. Shelves of paint on floor every 15 minutes forever. You would be a psychopath, yeah. And they don't really make me mad anymore. Like, I used to get a little upset by them. Now I just kind of laugh at them, or I just shake my head and rant a little bit and then ban them or whatever, you know, depending on what it is. And it has a grave. It went up to grave now. Yeah, there's a certain percentage of people that are just like that. Yeah. Is there any run on YouTube where I use the Singularity box? There isn't. In fact, someone left a comment earlier today that was like, hey, do you have a run on YouTube where I can see the Singularity box in action in a real game? I literally don't have any uploaded on there yet with it. So someone coming in saying that I only use that, and I use it in every run. A little crazy. Is that red thing a Singularity box? No, it's this. This is a Singularity box. This is just a normal kill box. He only uses it on Twitch. All right, let's call in another one and get some more of those chips. I really want to test this this other thing out. Yeah, we'll leave them at the walls. Okay, let's summon a, is this open? It's open, okay. So it looks like we, oh no, this is actually bigger. 3 tablets, a little bit bigger. What's special about the Singularity box? So with the Singularity kill box, you can literally kill any non-breacher thing in the game, including modded things. Like an infinite number of them with like 6 colonists without any fear of getting hit. In the Winston Waves run, we literally killed over 200 centipedes with like 6 colonists without taking any damage. The whole rest of the colony got to work and continue what they were doing. And the reason why that's the case is it abuses peeking mechanics. So it abuses peeking mechanics so that we can peek at the enemy, Therefore, we can shoot, but the enemy doesn't peek at us. And so what I mean by that is if you look at like this, even in a normal setup, right? So if we're here and our pawn peeks to shoot, we are technically still right here, right? We're still there. The pawn is still there. So enemies shoot at them and we still get the cover of this. But what we abuse with the Singularity kill box, if you use it, is that when you peek, there are mechanics set in place where the enemy, because they can't peek from where they are, cannot shoot to that tile, but you can because you can peek around. So like a lot of it is this and these, right? So everything is allowing us to peek. Basically, we're able to shoot from like effectively here down the tunnel. But since our colonists aren't actually standing there and these are blocking line of sight and there's no way for enemies to peek while they're in there because they're walking through with no peekable like walls or anything, they literally cannot target you until they get to about right here. So that's why it's overpowered. I have a full guide about it as well. Exclamation kill box if you want to check it out. But it's stupidly overpowered. It is exploitive, and you use it if you want to, and don't if you don't. It's all right. It is very important that you put the chairs there. They trigger a lot of the peeking mechanic. Yeah. Can you use a hostile APOCRITON to revive other boss mechs to farm chips? I haven't seen it revive those yet. I'm not sure what the Agrahant was doing yet. Can you make it longer? Technically, but it doesn't work as well. We tested it longer, but the 8 doors inside is the best way to do it. You can make it a little bit longer, but then you run some other risks in. Oh my god, guys. You are leaving really the long way. Why are there 4? I'll tell you. Let me watch these people get roasted and I'll tell you. Holy crap, Buttery. Oh, deleted. 3 Diabolus charged attacks against just his corpse. Uh-oh, Piggy. Vaporize Piggy and Meaty. Wiggo pork. Moincoin. Well, they just killed some of their own. Pigs from Glee, Gopu, Compact are leaving. All right, why are there's only 3. So this was the one early game and it's just there as a backup now. This is the one we were using very early game. So now it's there just in case we ever need a backup if this one gets destroyed. Then we have just a traditional, like literally just cover. There's nothing special with this one. It's just a normal baseball diamond kind of kill box. And then I have the Singularity just because people were telling me it wasn't working and I was getting comments on YouTube saying, oh, he's not using it in 1.4 because it doesn't work. I wasn't using it because it's overpowered. But I did go ahead and build it just to show that it still works. That's it. Man, those pigs got roasted. The pig names are so funny, yeah. Oh no, they saw someone come in. Okay. You think that the whole reason there's delay on bosses is to prevent just calling them in to immediately kill raids for you? Yeah. Holy crap, mechs. Little mechs. The repairs can wait. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Rest schedule with UV sensitive pawns. I would say just put them on a schedule like you would a night owl. Basically, especially if the movement speed doesn't matter and you only care about mood, then biphasic will work just fine. But if you want to minimize the it's basically like they're a slowpoke when they're in the UV light, right? Depending on which sensitivity level. If you want to minimize that, then you're gonna have to put them on a night owl schedule, basically. Oh my god, this keep oh please, I keep calling them in. I forgot. This time it's completely my fault, but I'm gonna do gun, Arilla. I know you had a masterwork. Did I give it to someone else? No, it's up there. Where are you, Bolt Goods? Nice. Way to go. Way to go. Movement speed, penalty of vampire as well. That's true, yeah. I don't know if they were specifically talking about only vampires, because you can get the sensitivity on others as well. Stubby. That's right. So I have Rivers Brains, a couple of them, yeah. A couple of them. 2 or 3. Yeah, I really love defense positions, yeah. Yeah, that's one of my wish list items for the base game. I know I could just use the mod, but it would take away some of the scariness of no pause. Man, it's a lot hard to get rep, that's for sure. A lot harder to get rep than it used to be. Oh no. Boss mechs sub and scale indefinitely, they do not. 3 best quality of life mods for noobs? Not. I don't know, that's a good question. Probably replace stuff and minify everything would be very high on that list, I would say. Replace stuff, minify everything would definitely be up on the list for new players. If you're a new player that wants mods, and definitely, like I said, just quality of life, those are 2 really big ones, yeah. Most of allow tools in the base game now. Wall lights, rim HUD numbers, minimap, camera plus. Yeah, that might be. Replace stuff, minify everything in camera plus, maybe. These bosses seem weak. No, Erican, no. Don't say that. I think so too, but no, Cookie. Quality builder is nice, but yeah. Camera plus lets me zoom out further and zoom in closer, and it also adds the dots when you zoom out. I think they're too easy too, but when I said the ways that I think I would buff them, I had some angry people. Do you know how to get Mechanitor if you don't start with one? Yes, there's a couple different ways. Trigon. There's a couple of different ways. Most maps will have a downed Mechanostrider that you get an item from. You can do a quest. There's a crash shuttle type quest, but there's also an ancient installation quest. I'll show you on the quest here in just a second. Wow, good thing I had the Singularity box there that I didn't use. No, I agree with you though. Yeah, I'm just joking with you about the not saying it. Where'd the scythes go? There they are. Okay. And another one, nice. All right, so here's what one of the quests looks like for the Mechanitor. You see this one? This is part of the quest, the Ancient Mechanitor Complex. So I can go there and get another installation. But yeah, the downed or whatever broken I think it's Mechanostride or something like that on your map. Most maps have one if you don't start with a Mechanitor starting scenario anyway. And then there are quest ones like that structure and downed ones and stuff like that. Flange. All right, we are going to test out another exploit. I'm not going to use it very much, but we're going to test one out. Again, this is just a test run, our first run of biotech, so we're just testing all kinds of stuff. Conclusion video and the Chinese Singularity killbox. Thank you. Yes, Bob. If you have any problems with it, let me know, especially in Discord. It does still work. A lot of people will get some things wrong on it, which is fine. It's a very complex thing, so. Oh, I do have a no killbox run. I don't think I have a command for it, but it's the run on YouTube with the red border, the one that has me all muscly on it. It's the one right before biotech stuff. The rip scan. Do you know how to force it? Oh crap. Oh god, I forgot I meant to undraft him. You found it? Awesome. Sorry, Tomic. Can you add recreation tables to killbox to help prevent mental breaks? Only if they actually are using it, right? It's not gonna like passively do it. Another misconception, this was changed back in like beta or something. A long time ago, if you were on the same tile as a piece of furniture, you were getting the comfort bonus, right? Not the case anymore. So like having chairs like here doesn't do anything. So having chairs, you need to actually be using the thing the chair is attached to. But no, you can't really. I mean, you can have it nearby, and if someone needs recreation, you can undraft them and let them do that really quick. But it's not going to kind of passively do it so much. If that makes sense. Zandy back in. Can they passively watch TV? No, you actually need chairs for the TV. If that's what you're reading, yeah. Radio is a mod, yeah. Music instruments might be one, yeah. If you had someone nearby, yeah, I haven't tried that. That's an interesting idea, yeah. To have some people playing music nearby, but the radio one is a mod, yeah. P music. Well, I was thinking about things that actually help them, but Titanic style, yeah. Let's play the harp as the ship is going down. Lovely piano. Bard must work. We haven't had any non-summon raids today, right? Just animal attacks. That's exactly what I'm doing, Zed. Yep. That's what I'm gonna try. I'm guessing it'll work, but yeah, that's on the docket to experiment with next. And then after that, I think we'll start working on getting to the ship. The blender. Piano is +6. I didn't realize piano was more than the harpsichord. That's interesting, yeah. I never realized. You just had 3 back-to-back raids. I really want to have a tribal raid. I would like to test this with Militor against... Oh. Nope. A shuttle from the Broken Empire. More red serums. We'll see where it lands. We might or might not help them depending on where it lands. Huh. All right, we may or may not help them depending on what comes after them. I can get some more statues going. Yeah, I that's what I'm wondering too. Like, I didn't think it would, but it does seem like this entire playthrough. And again, Randy can do that. Like, literally, Randy is not forced to attack you ever. He can not attack you for literal years, and that's how it was even before 1.4. But even with that, even thinking about that, this seems kind of absurd, right? We've gotten very little attacks in this run other than the ones we've summoned. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on there. But I don't know. Are assault rifles the best gun in the game? Yes and no. The answer with most things like that is it depends. I was talking about that a lot yesterday. So the assault rifles are your best if you're doing medium range and kiting, right? Especially if you're doing kiting with them. They're very good with kiting at medium range. But if you're doing a shorter kill box setup that needs armor penetration and you're not doing any kiting, then charge rifles are going to be better. And if you are doing a short range, then chain shotguns are going to outdamage both of those. So a revolver is the best gun in the game. A revolver is the best gun in the game if that's the only gun you've had drop and you were using short bows instead. I don't know why they're still carrying waste bags. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. Throwable horns, that's true. Come on, Raid. Here's the blender. We're making 2 more scythers, then I'll set it up. Next, I'm not gonna bring all of them, but I do want to bring the Diabolus, yeah. Oh, yeah, this should be alright, actually. Oh yeah, no problem at all. That was an easy quest, easy quest. Only 1 down. They're probably dead too. Well, let's see. I could actually... Where's the experiment? Easy res serum, yeah. Oh, true, happy Diabolus. Oh, he doesn't have the blood. Can you jump with these? Sure he can. Yep. It's nice. It's nice. Hey! Christ. What are going to be? Diagonal door tunnel with scythers poking through. Not exactly. Similar, but not exactly. You're a pawn. Are you any good? Yes, you're a shooting specialist. I think you were a baby once upon a time. I'll double check, but I know that you're a shooting specialist, so you're just good at murder, which is all I need. Remember when Experiment was a 3-year-old? Yeah. And now he's leaping tall buildings in a single bound. Another res serum. Nice. You implant any genes? Just vampire ones so far. Him again, and maybe he'd be okay. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about doing that as well. I end up doing that against our, whether we want to or not. Against our best wishes. All right, I'm going to split this recording for YouTube so it doesn't get too super crazy. So upload all that good stuff. I'll be right back while I split the recording. This is going to keep going, though. And, of course, the stream's going to keep going. So listen to the best P music there is. I'll be right back.